Yes. Oh, yes, indeed. We about to do it, y'all. What's happening? Quick stream. Because we won't be doing, sweet Lord, turn that down. Just a taste in my ear plates. That music is loud. What's going on, good people? We're going into a big fight here. The machines have staged a sneak attack on us. And now it's time for those of us who are able to kick ass. Now, we're doing a quick stream today because I'm not going to be doing our typical Thursday night live, and I wanted to let you all know that. I have some other folks that I will be engaged with at that time, so I wanted to stream earlier in the day. I won't be streaming terribly long. It's just really to let you guys know what's happening on these streets. And to let you know that we won't be streaming as scheduled this Thursday.
They just set the coordinates, so let's get going.
All right, 2B's on it. Let's rock. But welcome back. Hopefully all of you are doing quite well. So yes, we'll stream here briefly, and then I'll probably have dinner with my family, and then I'll be on to my other meeting engagement for the evening. That will take me away from our typical Thursday night live activities. Man, these mooses are not playing. Anyway, we're doing this stream also to determine, is Nier Automata indeed the best video game that's ever been made? It's certainly in the running for my list of the best video games ever made. But is it the best? There's really no such thing, and this is just a fun discussion to talk about the things we love, man. So, oh, you gonna try to drop bombs on her, brother?
For that building up ahead. It'll be dangerous,
all right,
but we're not going anywhere unless we pass through that Goliath's legs.
Raj.
We should be careful.
Careful. What's up, Goliath? Good to see you, homie. Woo! Light your ass up. Light your ass up. Light your ass up. Light your ass up. What? Light your ass up. Light your ass up. Light your ass up. Light your ass up. Get in the building before he drops the heat on your ass. Get down. Oh, come on, 2B. Get your jump on, girl. All right.
Damn it! 2B! Displaying data on central wiring hub.
Light his ass up. Woo! Come get some, homie. Oh, you want that? I got all you need right here, ho. You missed. You missed, and you know you missed because you suck. You suck at life. You suck at killing. You suck at your job. You suck at as being a husband or whatever you are. You suck at everything. All in your ass. You did. I don't even have to take another shot. Do something with it. Do something with it. Shoot. Your ass belong to me, ho. Get down.
Let's get to those flight units while we can.
Yes, indeed. Hey, it's Pocket Thoughts. What's up, lady? How are you?
Be careful. The skies are packed with anti-air weapons. Make sure to approach at low altitude. Copy that.
Cool. Does it matter which one I jumps in? Does it matter which one I jumps in? No. Pocket Thoughts, it's good to see your virtual representation of your soul. How are you? Light this sucker up. Ah, there we are, Johnny. Where you at, ho? Come on, man. Oh, it's fun time. Oh, you thought you was going to hit me with that? Come on, dog. Come on, baby. We better than this. Zoop! All up in you. You missed. Come on, brah. Brah. Come on now. Sit your ass down. Take a nap or something. You're going to be good. Let's see. I'm good, thank you. Writing an assignment.
Target
How are you?
enemies offline.
Fantastic.
That should do it for the Goliaths.
I came to hang with you guys briefly
Look out!
because
It's
I won't be
recharging!
doing our typical 8:30 Thursday Night Live tonight because I'll be hanging. I've got another group of folks to meet with, so I wanted to get a quick stream in just to say hello to everybody. We're all still alive, still kicking, still doing well, still loving life. And I will probably be streaming for sure, I think, tomorrow night. But I'm only going to be streaming briefly here today. In fact, I was meaning to stream around a little bit earlier today than this, but stuff going on, man. Trying to save lives out here.
What the?
Fits me perfectly as I'm off today.
Unbelievable.
Sweet!
The aliens who haven't revealed themselves in hundreds of years were hiding underground?
Yeah, girl, you ain't know? All this technology and you just figuring that out? Come on now. Kind of. It's like the year 5,400. We got to be a little better than that. Tony JV, what up, brah? How you doing, man? How are ye? Interesting that my ship turned white. It was just black a second ago.
Yorha, this is your commander.
What up,
For
bro?
the first time in centuries, we've intercepted a signal belonging to the aliens. These
Alien.
are the creatures that are in direct command of the machine life forms on this planet. If we can destroy them, we can end this long and arduous war once and for all. Our intel team is hard at work attempting to analyze the source of the signal, but we're not there yet. We need more data.
I know where it's at.
All Yorha units are hereby ordered to prioritize data collection above all else.
Ooh.
We can't let this chance slip through our fingers. Glory
Distortio,
to mankind.
the Magnificent.
I used command's data to determine the signal's source and marked it on the map. But it seems to be underground. Like way underground.
Yeah.
Guess we'll see once we get there.
Yes, we will, lady.
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky.
You're not much for plans, are you, 2B?
Let's get there. Made a wrong turn. What's up, ho? All in your ass. That's where the beating's got to be. A kick in the ass is an art form. Here we go. Crater time, hoes. Oh, yes.
What is this?
Analysis. It is a cave-in caused by the collapse of an open space underground.
Why is there such a huge cavern beneath the city?
Because pimps. That's what pimps do, man. Caverns and shit. Why are you asking dumbass questions? Yes.
That's a weird looking enemy. The ground is caved in. There must have been a hollow down there this whole time.
What? Nothing. You hooker. Cash. Light 'em up. Two of hearts, two hearts that beat as one.
This hallway looks pretty old.
Light 'em up. Give me all that money, Jesus. All your money, Jesus. I want it. I want all the money of Jesus. Right here. Give it up. Got it. All right. Going down here to do cool things, people. Super cool things. Just watch. Got my auto heal chips finally. We were talking about that the first stream. Let's see. Tony J says, really good news. A position opened up at the gym and likely have a job interview next week. And I'm going to murder this thing. Murder it. Well done. Let's see. All is well. Thank you. Same for you. Let's see. See, Tony says, I got to go finish this sketch. So, quick question. What's the most important things I have to do to impress an employer? I think I know, making them like me. But I thought I'd ask your thought. Well, I'm not necessarily the best person to ask because as you know, interview employees very differently than the average bear. But yes, you want to be likable is the first thing. About 75% of getting hired is whether or not the people like you. And the 25% is all the stuff you're supposed to know. Right? But just seeing that you have a genuine commitment to what it is this business does and having a genuine interest in what it is you're going to be doing. And enthusiasm. It's the same thing that works in sales, man. You got to be enthusiastic and go and be like, hey, yeah, I want to be a part of a team. I want the team to, be better for having me if I can have the opportunity to serve. And, fitness is my thing. I want to come in here and kill it, man. Just do that and be likable. You're in. So that's my advice, dog. You got this. All right. Everybody wins. At the Bryant Chambers movement and the Collector vs. Wild show, we got people getting jobs, we got people getting rich, we got everything. People should come around more. I'm telling you, man, I'm always 10 years ahead. All your favorite superstars, mark my damn words. In 10 years, all your favorite superstars, the fucking Rock, are gonna be streaming video games. I'm like, yeah, come to my stream, dude. It's the Rock. Whoa. I guess that's more Keanu Reeves stream, but you get the point.
Look at all these dead machines. Seems like they've been here for a long time.
Everybody that's got an online thing is gonna, hey, come out to my stream, dude. We're gonna play, and then they're gonna make their own games. Like Jessica Alba's gonna have a game called Fine and Shit or whatever it's called. I don't know. Yeah, take it easy, Tone. If you are already, bro. Yeah, I know. And I'm just saying, like,
this place?
I don't know.
Like streaming
There's nothing like
games,
it in the
it seems like something the kids are doing and the kids are getting up to. But we'll just wait. Freaking Conan O'Brien already started it, dog. I'm telling you, Conan already started it. It's on. Like Donkey Kong. Gary V even dabbled in it for a second.
Dead?
2B, look.
So I'm just early. It's like, why is this guy a gamer or is he a
Welcome
soothsayer?
to the graveyard of our creators.
You.
2B, look out.
My name is Adam.
What up, G?
The aliens you seek are no longer here. They were wiped out centuries ago.
Word.
By us, the machines.
Wiped out.
And who knows? Perhaps we'll wipe out the androids next. Machines are weapons capable of evolution.
Uh-oh, Pocket Thoughts has a crush on Jason Statham.
Aware.
You heard it here first, folks.
Intelligence within our network began to surpass that of our creators. You'd probably be surprised at how quickly.
Ooh, look at me kicking ass. 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 Oh, just got my ass beat. Look at
But the
me.
humans on the moon, now they are interesting.
Why them?
Because
This is how you do a cutscene. Let me beat the shit out of people during it.
uncountable numbers of their own kind.
Yes.
And yet love
Oh,
to
you
be
missed, ho.
It's
You just
fascinating,
missed,
don't you
ho.
think?
Now I'm behind
What
you.
could
You
possibly
can't
drive
get
such
to me.
behavior?
I am too
We have
real.
dedicated
Bust
ourselves
you
to
in your
unraveling
asshole.
this riddle of humanity.
You know the deal. You
And
missed
now
again.
we
Look
will
at
allow
you
you
missing
to
because you
assist
suck.
us.
You
You
suck.
were made in
You
their
suck.
image, after
Suck.
all.
moves.
Assist you with what?
It's simple. We need you to locate the humans on the moon and bring them to us. We will then dissect and analyze them in order to drag their secrets forth into the light. Surely you see the attraction in this.
Are you insane? We'd never do that! Can you believe this, 2B? This guy's bonkers.
Well, I suppose this concludes negotiations.
I
The only
suppose.
remaining option is to destroy you. The same way we destroyed these pathetic little aliens.
Kick ass.
Time grows short. This year, this is the fate that befell our creators.
As for your beloved humans, I guess we'll see, won't we?
Yeah, girl. But little do you know. Actually, I won't say because I don't want to spoil it for the people watching the game for the first time who don't know the story. Oh, and all this time I've been talking about.
Already dead.
Oh,
We better get back to the bunker.
a bunker of anal justice. All right. Yep. So Pocket Thoughts has a crush on Jason Statham. That's good to know. That is good to know. We can use that against her later. Stalcio has, I'm no good at video games, gonna have to hire an 8-year-old Asian kid. That's funny. Now I feel like, did I miss something there? Woo! You like how I made that move, didn't you, boy? Too real. Open the door, ho, I'm sprinting!
Back this way again? What a pain.
Stop complaining.
Yeah, ho.
Yeah.
Seriously, stop. Uh-oh, the wife's calling.
2B.
No, 2B can't talk right now. The wife's calling, I can't talk. Hello? No, I'm on a stream. Go to sleep. What? Huh? I'm on a stream, yeah. I'll try to call him. All right, boys. Go help your mama. Boys, where are my boys? God bless you. Titties, is the phone? There it is. Hello. This is what I sound like when I try to work technology. Never believe I was a computer scientist. All right.
Mom already gave us the call.
All right. Thank you, sir. Peace. Mom already gave us the call. So what she called me for then?
Operator 60.
Hooker shit.
We now have an operational transporter in the city ruins. We're attempting to deploy them at other points as well.
About time we had access to those.
Care to fill me in?
Transporters? They let you transfer your consciousness to a temporary body
Your
back
mama's
in the bunker.
consciousness.
I heard some tech guys talking about it a while ago, but I didn't know they finally got it working. Anyway, I'll mark the positional data on the map.
Your mom is the positional data on the map. What's all this? Good day to ye. This little joint wasn't here before, ho. Yep, Pocket Thoughts did say too much. Wake up all the hookers. Time to hook a new way. Maybe then those pimps will stay about your face. Explore, explore. Repair, repair. I'm almost level 20, y'all.
Hey, how's it hanging?
You again.
Your commander told me to build a new access point, so here you go.
Cheer.
Oh, and I got the stupid transporter up and running too.
Thank you?
I've known the commander for a while now. She sure is good at pawning work off on people. Next time you see her, give her some lip for me, will ya?
Oh, the other.
So this has a transporter now, huh?
Still, transporters are pretty handy.
Your mom is pretty handy.
They're way faster than flight units when it comes to traveling between Earth and the bunker. Flight units also leave us open to attack, and they're expensive to operate,
Dude, I don't
too.
need the lecture, dog. Go on to bed. Sit your black ass down. Be able to zap people. I'm gonna zap your asshole. Hold on, we're gonna do this ladder first. Oh, the other thing I wanted to chitty chat with you, wonderful human beings, about is I've been doing some kind of how do I want to do collector versus wild as the future unfolds type thinking, and I was like, I wanted to get back into reviewing games just for the fun of talking about video games, but I wanted to come at it from a different angle. And my angle has always been to inform people about a game from the perspective that, as much as I talk shit about video games sucking and making fun of game designers, like, the truth is, I think every single video game, within reason, there's obviously broken games that don't work, but every video game, virtually every video game, has merit to somebody. Like, somebody's going to love it even if the whole world hates it. Like, my love for a game like Two Worlds inspired, you know, the game reviews that I do. In fact, I think that's the first game I reviewed on YouTube. If I'm not mistaken. It was one of the first games, but like, it was, I love this game so much the whole world hates it. But there's got to be other people like me who aren't getting the whole story. That, like, yo, maybe, just maybe, this isn't the whole story. You know what I mean? Like, maybe this game isn't as terrible as everybody's saying. Maybe there are people who could like it, depending on how they like to play games. But then I started thinking about, okay, if I started reviewing games, there's a billion people who review games. I don't need, like, I'd just be doing it for the fun of talking about games. There's no, you know, has nothing to do with the media company. It would just be, you know, other than, you know, making video games tax deductible. It's about the only involvement, which is, you know, buying games to run the show. But the bottom line, is that I started thinking about, okay, reviewing games, blah, blah, blah. How would I want to do it differently than I've either done?
Report. Complete.
And dagnabbit. How would I want to do it differently? Not just from the way I've done it in the past, but then other people are talking about games. What would be my angle to talk about video games? And I started thinking about one of the conversations I had. Hey, there's Soup. I wanted to talk to Soup. I'm glad he's here. Yeah, I thought back to a conversation I had with my oldest son a couple years back, which is that conversation actually became the Your Focus Becomes Your Reality class in the 69 Pillars of Success. Came from that conversation with my son, where he was focusing on this one thing he didn't have when he had access to all these great games. It's like, why are you focusing on this one crap game I'm not letting you play when you have access to all this great stuff? And that's kind of my thing. Like, I don't want to talk about mainstream games because I don't like most of them, or at least I don't love most of them. I also don't hate most of them. I think most of them are mediocre. But there's, every once in a while, there's a game like a Nier Automata that comes along. Let me just get through these. Let's transport ourselves back to, not the bunker, let's go to the resistance camp. And so every once in a while a Nier Automata comes along. Nier Automata is my, like, the game I would worship from this previous generation. And then the generation before that, it was Two Worlds was the game that I would worship. And then before that, what generation comes before that? That's regular Xbox, PS2. I don't know. I'll get back to you. But maybe Final Fantasy 12 is the game from that generation that did it for me. But the point being, why don't I talk about the games that I think are the best games on the like ever, versus, you know, trying to have some hip and current. Let's review, you know, I don't even know what's coming out right now. I have no clue what games are out or what's come out. I'm not in the news world, any of that. It's like, why don't I just review the games I think are the best games ever made to try to give them some shine, even though sometimes I agree with the world in thinking that a game is the best game ever. But I know there's a lot of people, especially young folk, who are being influenced by a generation of reviewers that I think are very far removed from the generation of reviewers that I grew up listening to, right? And I'm in that generation in between these three groups, and it's this generation, kind of the younger millennials, if you will. They just grew up in a world where, you know, story-driven, long-ass narrative games were the norm versus games that focus way heavier on the gameplay. Right, so it's like, I'm just going to review all the games that I think are the best games ever made. So we're definitely going to do Death Stranding, because even if I'm not convinced it's one of the best games ever made, it's definitely in the conversation. Nier Automata would make that list. So I'd have to re-review Star Ocean 2. Best leveling system in a role-playing game, period, ever. I don't think another game will ever top it. I don't think it's possible. I think publishers are too focused on trying to please everybody with their games at this point that they pack in so much crap instead of focusing on the stuff that's actually dope. But I digress. Pocket Thoughts says, so just for the record, the text I'm reading right here says, I would hop on Jason Statham. That was Pocket Thoughts' sentence. That is actually documented right here on YouTube. I would hop on Jason Statham is written in the comments. Everybody remember that. Screen grab that. That's Pocket Thoughts just gave away her man crush. And then Pistachio says, I'm no good. Okay, I read that one already. And then Broken Super said, you said something was broken and summoned me. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, and my condolences for missing you today, man. When I sent you the text message, I should have assumed that no response meant, yeah, we're good to go. And then I for whatever reason, my stupid brain told me, hey, he'll probably hit you back. And then distraction, kid wants a hug. I got to teach a first grade class. Distraction. Hey, there's a company that needs your help over here. Distraction. And then next thing you knew, I was getting a text from you like, hey, man, what's up? I'm like, whoa, snap. I got to pause. So my apologies, man. Sometimes even the best of us make silly mistakes. And I don't know that I'm one of the best of us, so I'm certainly prone to a mistake. So Suba, thank you for your patience with me, my friend. We're doing a quick stream tonight. I'm actually not going to be streaming with you guys terribly long, because I got to go do some other family stuff, and then I'm meeting with some other people tonight. And so we won't be doing our typical Thursday night live. Sorry to those of you who are working the night shift who use this time to hang out. We won't be doing that, but I wanted to do a quick stream with you guys here, just to kind of say, yo, thanks for everything you do, and thanks for being patient, even though we're not doing our normal stream tonight. Wanted to do at least some type of stream. Let's go ahead and take a quest or three, shan't we? But I saw one. Hey, lady, go and give me that quest you got. Ah, I know where that is. Yeah, and that. Ah, ooh, I do remember where that is. That's when we get to that part of the game, you guys are gonna love it. Oh, it's sexual. I know exactly where those locations are. Photographs accepted. Pause. Anybody else got a quest for me? No, Billy.
These places look familiar. One looks like the amusement park, one looks like the desert, and one looks like the forest. Let's keep our eyes open next time we're in any of those areas.
Word. Pocket Thoughts says, ha ha ha. I did not say that. Pocket Thoughts, I'm looking at the comment right now. It says, I would hop on Jason Statham. It's right there in play. It's like 6 comments above you. Now it also says S stream, whatever that means. I would hop on Jason Statham S stream. I don't know what an S stream is, but the sentence says I would hop on Jason Statham. And I'm sure, as would most of us, given the opportunity. I mean, nobody's faulting you for being attracted to this handsome, if short, gentleman. Of course. We'd all hop on Jason Statham. I don't know that he would want me to hop on him, though. So, yeah. So I'm just reading the sentence as it's written. I would hop on Jason Statham. S-Stream. S-Stream to you, too. I'd tip my hat. Maintenance officer. Let us shop. Would like to upgrade. Damn. Nabbit. You still cannot upgrade this shitty pod. Or of horrors. Blade is whack. I think that's the one I ended up using. Super big time gangster streets. I think. I do need to buy some more of these storage units, boy. Both them janks need to be purchased. Anyway, we don't need any of that for now. Let's, what's this about? Ah. Wait a minute. Oh, Hooker. Want me to kick ass right now? We'll fuse chips later. I'll be back. Just be cool now. Let's see. Pocket Thought says, I can't with you. I'm just trying to be an honest man. Pocket, I don't know what you want from me. I do my best to be respectful and kind to everybody here. Pocket Thoughts just has issues with me. I don't know what I did to her. Broken Super goes on to say, it's all good. I've done scheduling, and I know I should have confirmed. I didn't catch it quickly enough, but I was able to fill the time with other stuff, and I'm glad you could do the same. Oh yeah, there's never any shortage of stuff to fill my time with, believe me. That's why, you know, a lot of the stuff you guys hear me say off of this particular stream, although I guess I talk about it here too, is, you know, I am super anal with my time. Like, I don't give it to people. Like, hey man, you want it? Nope. I'm good. Don't need to do that. Like, as a matter of fact, dang it, I gotta speak at something tomorrow. Shite. See? This. Dang nabbit. And I just got asked to speak at this event yesterday. It was like, hey, we didn't hear back. I was like, and I thought, oh, that was clearly meant for other people in the group. They're like, hey, Brian, we want you to come speak. Like, on what? What am I talking about? Like, what do you want me to talk about at this panel of great people, I'm sure, trying to save the world? But, yeah. And then I'm on iFlames podcast on Saturday. So, yeah, there's no shortage of stuff to fill my time with. That's why I love when I hear single people with no children. My life is so busy. Yeah, how about that? It's cute. You're busy. Anybody piss into your mouth this week? Because my 4-year-old did. Right. That sounded weirdly, unintentionally sexual. I meant to say 4-month-old, by the way. If that makes that sentence any less vulgar. 4 months was the intended statement, not 4 years. By the way, I have no 4-year-old. This entire show is rhetoric and satire. For anybody that wants to freak out. Let's see. I jumped on Flame Stream the other day, And he mentioned that. Awesome. It is already recorded. Is it already recorded? No, no, no. We're recording it Saturday. Yeah, so I never know the shows I'm on I usually never know when they're airing, except usually when I record them with the people like, hey, this will air, and I'm like, that's great, and I never remember. Just like there's a show I need to promote right now that I was on from a dear friend, and I still haven't taken the time to dang clip the video and put it on TikTok so that they can get, you know, a boost from my audience, and I can show some love to people who have done me a great service and shown me great love. Ryan just cleaned up his first deliverable part. Well done, sir. Now, if you could just invent a device that allows me to see through clothes, we will have won. We will have won. Let's see, Ryan picks in DM. Pocket Thought says, oh, you don't want that B unless it has some kind of filter. I don't want what? What don't I want? I forgot what we were talking about. Oh!
Report. Mail notification received from access point.
I got mail. Magic! I was too busy running my mouth to pay attention to what I was saying. What do I not want that needs a filter? That's the plight of the live streamer. It's like, what the hell was I talking about that the audience has responded to? Because I've already said 700 other things. But I get this is why actual famous people have folks help them with their streams. Like, hey B, Michael asks, how long after diarrhea is it okay to get back into the pool? The answer, Michael, is never. Why are you swimming with other people's sweat and urine? Why would you do this? Public pools are for heathens, vile vagabonds and whores. That's what I would tell him. Oh, a device that sees through clothes. Thank you. Good old device that sees through clothes gag. As I have some kind. Yeah. Well, the filter would be I can turn it on or off at will, right? Like I can, if it's somebody I want to see, I just hit the button. Like Morris Chestnut walks by, like that. Like, let's see it. Yes, sir. You know, like Idris Elba walks by, I'm in. You know what I mean? I'm going full on nudity. You know, Woody Allen walks by, I'm probably not going to turn it on. No disrespect to Wood. I got nothing but love for him. I don't need to see him nude. You know what I mean? My wife's within 4 feet of me, I'd never turn it off. Like, she's like, stop it! I'm like, I can't. I have to see this. 24 hours a day. You shouldn't ever wear clothes, but if we do that in real life, people will think I'm some kind of barbarian caveman, which is probably not far from the truth. But like, they'll think you didn't volunteer for this, like I made you do it. Because all the people that yell at me for being sexist clearly believe that you have no willpower, strength, or fortitude. You're just a poor, helpless victim whose misogynistic husband is controlling her with puppet strings. Like, these ladies that are vying for your safety really don't think much of you. Certainly think less of you than I do. Because I think the world of you. I Count yourself as greater than I. So yeah, the machine wouldn't necessarily need a filter so much as I would just need to be able to turn it on and off like at a moment's notice. You know what I'm saying? Like Betty White walks in, gotta do it. You know what I mean? That's for the homies. And I think Betty White would understand, like, I get it. Go on. Turn it on, bro. Thank you, Betty. Love you. More than you'll ever know. Alright, has this show gotten absurd enough for you to understand that this is satire, everybody? This is jokes. I'm not actually angry about video games. They're fine. I don't actually think Chrono Trigger sucks. I don't like the game, don't get me wrong, but it's fine. Everybody stay calm. Don't have to fight. I told y'all about the dude that was, I think it was on TikTok. I will fight and die because you fight better than me defending this hill. It's like, my man, we good, babe. I don't want to fight you. I am happy that you enjoy something enough to want to die for it. That's commendable. I just think, maybe don't die for it if you don't need to. That's all I would add. Just, I'm saying I'm not asking or requiring that you give your life in defense of this thing that you love. All I ask is that you love what you love, man. Live your life. Show life. It ain't mine. It's not mine to direct. All right. Oh, nobody told Ryan that he kind of looked like Jack Black before? That's the first time you heard that, though? Come on, man. Don't worry. You'll hear it 411,000 times before the end of the year if you keep making TikToks. Because I'm trying to count how many times a day. Hey, man, you sound just like The Rock. Man, this dude looks like The Rock. Hey, man, anyone ever tell you sound like The Rock? Hey, Rock. Hey, I found The Rock's little brother. And then a couple like, hey, he sound like Roman Reigns. He sound like President Obama. That's the three giants I get. And I'm like, Obama stole my inflection. I ain't get that shit from him. I've been making videos and hip hop albums longer than he was president, motherfucker. You got his swag from me. Ask him. As somebody ask him to be on the show, he'll tell you, yeah, I got my swagger from Bryant. Alright. Harley says, hey, Bryant, I have a huge question for you about my economics paper this week. If I shot you an email, could I interview you for it? Oh, lordy. What is this going to entail? This sounds like work. Like, do you have so much damn homework, man, that I got to start helping you with it? Because I about had it with you being in college. Enough. When do you graduate? Because we've all had enough of you in college. I want to meet graduated ass Harley. Let's see, my economics paper wants me to either write about a theory of economics or contact an entrepreneur and interview. Okay, what are the questions going to be? Or just write them here. I'll answer you right live in a living color, man. Shoot. It'll be more fun if I can do it here, because if you do it in email, I'm going to have to write an answer. Ugh. You just ask it here, I can say it. And you can record me. Let's see, Pocket Thoughts went to the store with her daughter, and while she was busy buying something, she went and got herself some salted almonds, showing agency and walking further away from me than usual. I thought that was adorable. Hey, Harley. Let me read that paper once you're done. Ryan says, LOL, Obama. Pocket Thoughts says, I remember doing that. Although I said you look like Will Smith. Yeah, Will Smith like when I was younger and like before I started bulking up to be a bigger guy and thus making my already big round face bigger and my shoulders and chest like Boulder Town. I used to get Will Smith all the time because I used to be I think I've always been a little bit bigger than him in terms of weight, but when I like the beginning of my army days before the army fattens you up with all the heavy lifting I had to do carrying freaking all our munitions and shite, and eating that good army food, lifting weights. I didn't look like Will as much as I got bigger and older. But when I was in like high school, I had some girls used to call me Will. It was like the little nickname some of them had for me. And they loved it too, because my story is kind of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Although I didn't go to a millionaire's house in Bel-Air, I did go to a family that was better suited to raise me when my actual father dipped. And I also had the question, like, why didn't he want me? It wasn't as emotional for me as it was for Will until I had my own kids. Then it did kind of hit. And like when I see Will doing that scene, I think back to, oh, he had a kid at that time. So he gets this at a much deeper level than I did when I watched it as a kid. So yeah, the Will Smith references are the ones I get The Rock the most now because I'm bigger, but it used to all be Will Smith when I was younger. With look and sound. I guess I do sound a lot like him, but of course I would. That dude was my idol during my whole childhood. Half of my freaking swag probably comes from Will Smith. Four more semesters. Ugh. You sound like the only other black person I know off the top of my head. And Rock's Samoan. So, and it's funny because some people on TikTok, and all this white black shit, I'm over it. Just can we fast forward to the part where we're no longer talking about this shit and everybody's cool, and like we've done, like we either invented a pill or we made it law that you can't be below a certain IQ. Like let's instead, like I will pay tax dollars for IQ strengthening centers oversaw by the government, but I want the private sector to actually run them so shit will actually get done and bureaucrats won't fucking take 20 years to do something that takes a week. But get the private sector to actually run it. Just get the government to oversee it and standardize it, right? And then basically it's IQ strengthening centers that you all have to go to, and everybody's got to have a certain IQ to where you won't have racist people anymore, because the stupid rich fuckers who perpetuate racism for financial gain won't be able to trick retarded fucking people into being racist the way they do. Like people that are still racist are fucking, that's the definition. Like I have an older brother who is severely mentally retarded by the technical term, but like my definition of retardation is these fuckers. Like just can we fast forward to the part where we make it law that we're gonna improve everybody's fucking IQ so their lives can get better and they can actually critically think and not emotionally overreact to every goddamn thing that ever happened ever. And then we don't have racism anymore because nobody is fucking dumb enough to be racist. It's just racism. Just simple. The simplest way I can boil racism down is it's classism for fucking retarded people. And I don't mean mentally retarded disabled people. I mean people of able who can think but damn don't. That's what we mean by stupid people. Like it's classism. People that want to control shit. How do we get dumb people to help us control the other dumb people? Hey, let's categorize people into fucking boxes and say this group's good and this group's bad, and then they'll fight each other forever, and we'll collect. Like, you get smarter. Nobody's fighting over stupid shit that doesn't exist like race anymore. Can we just, like, wake me up? That's what I wanted. I want to do like Disney. Can I get cryogenically frozen when I'm still alive? And just unfreeze my ass when that's done. Because that world I could do some damage in. I could do some real damage in that world. And I'm already working with dudes right now who believe they can cure every disease before we all die. That's cool. And whether they'll pull it off or not remains to be seen. And it's not just one person. I have met with quite a few folks in the old epigenetics field that seem to believe they've got this thing cornered. So it's just industry that and economics that may be holding us back, not actual methods to help people. Don't want to say too much, cause I don't want to get assassinated. Let's see. Right. Let's see. Dang, I'm missing all kind of stuff. I honestly haven't thought of the questions. It's a short paper, 2 pages. The only thing I remember from it were what their goals are from their business. I could probably, yeah, you could certainly answer my goal. Make the world less fucking stupid. So this republic that we keep trying to build every 1,000 years can actually fucking work and not crumble. Like Jesus was warning us about this shit, guys. Now, the way he said it doesn't necessarily roll off the fucking tongue, so people don't get it. But he's like, every day crucify your flesh. Every day crucify that shit. Right? And then Paul comes behind him. What does he say? Renew your mind to the mind of Christ. What's the mind of Christ? The mind of abundance.
Hang on, 2B.
Mind of
this machine is still
there
alive.
is nothing
So destroy
that we can't
Maybe
accomplish
we should hold off.
if we use
its
this
main
fucking
drive has been trashed, so
quantum
there's no way it
computer
can
in
attack
between
us,
our ears.
and we might be able to learn something interesting if we study it.
We just stop bickering about dumb shit. We can actually get cool shit done. You know, shit like that. But you don't listen. Just like, you remember, if you guys have ever read the book of Proverbs, if not, you should. Good shit in there. Whether you believe in God or not is irrelevant. The one where it tells the story about wisdom crying out in the streets, like, please, like, hang out with me. I've got good things to give you. Like all that wealth and shit that you think the man is stealing from you. Yeah, the man actually doesn't give a fuck about you. It's worse than you think. He doesn't have to steal it from you. You're stupidly giving it to him. Or did you think the banks were the only people complicit in the fucking murders that wrecked the economy in 2007? You think our stupidity wasn't part of that game? All right. You can not take responsibility if you want to. And I don't know any winners that don't take responsibility for their side of the train tracks. All right. Broken Suba says, I don't have a celebrity doppelganger. Everybody does, man. Everybody's got them. That's a good point, though. I don't know that I have a doppelganger. I have a couple celebrities that different shades of me favor. But I don't know that I have any one that I look exactly alike. Well, vampires don't appear in cameras. Do they appear on camera? That's why they wear makeup. Let's see, Bryant, do you plan on streaming over the weekend? That way I can get like 3 or 4 good questions to ask. And yeah. I'm planning to stream tomorrow evening at some point. And then I don't know yet about Saturday and Sunday. But tomorrow for sure. Right now I'm still banking on it's going to snow tonight so I don't have to teach school tomorrow. That's my hope and dream, is that I don't have to get up with a first grader tomorrow. Let's see. Debating of sending a photo of Jack Black. Send a picture of yourself spliced next to Jack Black. That'll go over real well. And just say, hey, I don't know which one of my pictures you guys want to use, but I sent over 2. You guys can pick which one you like, and then just see what happens. That's how I'd play that joke. That way you make the joke about the audience and not about you. Empathy, baby. Works. Powerful, powerful. Man, it's funny. So I shoot next week's podcast yesterday and then upload it and schedule it thinking it's going to come out Monday. Wake up today to go to check on some stuff on my podcast. Realize, oh, that podcast is live. And I started getting text messages after, hey, B, my man, this is the one. I was like, yeah, all right. What are you talking about? Like, oh, my podcast is live. Oops. I guess I got to record another one now. I guess I got to. This game is so gorgeous, man. Yup. Yeah, so Collector vs. Wild is going to become focused in terms of reviews that I'm going to do on only reviewing what I think are the best games ever made. So Nier Automata is obviously going to get a review, which is dope because I never reviewed this game back when I used to review games. By the time I got around to playing this, I had said, F this game review stuff. This is where, and that was when I had it, you know, a little bit more tied to what I was trying to do with one of the arms of my media company at the time. And I was much more focused on building something that I just realized doesn't want to fucking, like, I'm building something that nobody's asked me to build, so I had to stop. It was like, all right, my frustration isn't really with the work, it's with I am trying to build something that nobody wants. So let's regroup. But so we're going to focus on just reviewing the games that I think are the best games ever made. Nier Automata will get that treatment. Death Stranding will get that treatment. I'm not 100% convinced that I think Death Stranding is one of the best games ever made, but it for sure, just from my own bias and perspective, deserves to be in the conversation of what I think the best games of all time are. Death Stranding absolutely belongs in that discussion simply because, you know, the joke, the running joke about the game is actually a testament to why the game is so great. Sorry, indigestion. There we go. I was waiting to get a hiccup out there. You know, the joke that, oh, it's just a glorified UPS simulator, and it's like, yeah, and it's fun as shit. Like, that's the joke. Like, that's Kojima's troll-ass personality. Like, I'm gonna make delivering packages fun, bitch. Deliver packages. And it's like, I'm gonna deliver the fuck out of these packages. This is actually supreme. Man, Kojima's a damn freaking old wise ass sage, man, on a mountain. Buddha, just chilling. Sorry, I get excited when I talk about Kojima. Especially when I get to shower some praise on him instead of satirically shitting all over him. He knows I love him. I kissed that man in the mouth. Fuck COVID. All in his mouth. Mwah! A long one too. 4 seconds. Mwah! There it is, Kojima. Love. Nothing but love. Hey, is Uncle OJ? Or that's not his name. Uncle Saquon, the chef. What's his name? the dude, man. You know what I'm talking about. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. It sounds like you're having a psychotic breakdown in front of everybody is what it sounds like. Nobody knows what you're talking about. And the fact that you're now talking to yourself is quite hilarious and terrifying all at the same time. Hey, you with your ha, right? Hell yeah, baby. You ain't heard of me? Look at this dress, bitch. The sexiest motherfucker on the planet. Of course I'm with your ha. Continue. See, just being willing to explore made this worth it, right? Just having the willingness to explore the game.
Signal code detected for missing plug-in chip.
Send it.
Marking approximate location on map.
Tracking. I love that the quests are not far away. Here we go. I see Derek logged in. I'll be right with you, brother. What up, homies? Come on down here and get some loving. All in your ass. That's where I put all this beating. In your ass. In your ass. Where's your boy at? Oh, don't run. You ain't getting away from me. That ain't what's gonna happen next. Don't you dare run. Oh, and Anna McCall in some backup. Come here, girl. Prepare. Find my way up there. Let's get it. Come on, man. Give me something to work with. There we go. All right. Come on, man. Different elevation than you, dog. Yeah, bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Didn't want none of this, huh? Dummy. Child's play, biatch.
Requested plug-in chip obtained.
Now, where's my guy at that just gave me the quest? Wait, wasn't he in here? Or does it not get turned in that way? Let's find out. Alright, let's take some comments too. Pocket Thought says, LOL Ryan, don't be surprised if they ask for a psych evaluation after that one. Oh, Derek Leddit says, dude, I've been waiting to catch a live stream for a month now on your other channel and never realized you had this one. Feeling kind of dumb. Don't feel dumb, man. Life is busy. It's hard to keep up with all these moving targets. Good to have you here, my friend. We are certainly glad you're here, and we're better for having you. Alright, they want... Now hold one. Is that what I think it is? No. Alright, that's that guy. I don't know if that other one's opened up yet, so let's just go do the next quest part. Tuba says, speaking of, your podcast on system keeping people dependent was a good one. Lots of important. I'm glad, man. I was so freaking self-conscious about that podcast because it felt like it could. It certainly was not intended to be, but it felt like it could come across as just a freaking narcissistic, self-serving rant about myself. Where it's like, I get no benefit of just ranting about myself unless I can give that information to somebody that can use it for their benefit. So I'm glad to hear that you guys dug it. I'm always very, very not cautious or perfectionist. I don't have any anxiety issues with that, but I'm always very mindful that, hey man, people are spending their life to listen to me. I better have something really good to say to these people, man. Because they're spending a chunk of their life that they can't get back just to listen to my dumbass talk. So it's like, all right, I better. And so every time I make a show, it's like, damn, that one sucked. And not in a self-deprecating, oh, I don't like any of my shit. Like, I know my shit's dope. It's just like, No, it ain't dope enough. It needs
That isn't going to work on me.
it needs to be better. You need to be better. Get right. All right, now this little quest. Oh, I know why. I know what's up. Never mind. I don't even need to mess with this cat yet because now I'm remembering why I can never. This is a quest where you have to race this guy. And I can never beat him, but it's because I don't have my speed juice turned on. So I got to go get my speed juice turned on. We gonna do it. Get up there, brother. Let's have a little chitty chat. No, get your butt back. Oh, it took me all that time to get up there. Oh, you just gonna fall off. Harley says, thanks beforehand, Brian. Yeah, of course, man. I can give any help to you. I'm happy to do it. All right. Derek says, I agree. That podcast is my favorite of them all. Are you talking about the one that came out today? Or are you talking about Monday? I think you guys were talking about Monday's podcast, right? Oh, the system keep moving. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm glad you guys dug it. Hallelujah. I certainly I've probably never been as self-conscious about one of my shows as I have been with that specific one. Just like, damn. But some of it too is I have spent and I'm writing the ship now. Like I spent a lot of the last several years being around some of the world's most hypersensitive people and their ideas, and because I wanted to get immersed in, okay, what are these people talking about with these gender pronouns? What are these people talking about with this patriarchy shit? What, like, instead of judging it and wanting to immediately react negatively, let me listen to these folk. But you know what I really, really hear at the base of all of that is a lot of fear, resentment, and pain, and just neuroticism mixed with narcissism, that if I could just force the world to behave, then I can be safe and my feelings can be merited. And it's like, no, the world is never gonna fucking behave. Let's help you get stronger so that you merit your feelings, so that you don't need anybody else to give a fuck what you think. Like, at the end of the day, like macro, micro, right? In the macro, I give a huge shit what people think of me, because my whole mission in life is, hey, everybody that sees me or hears me, make their life a little bit better. That's my whole existence, right? So in the macro, I do give a shit what people think of me. In the micro, day-to-day, hey, John Philippi says you're gay. Fine, I'm gay then. Fuck him. I like being gay. Thanks, John Philippi. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a shit what people think of me or, you know, say about me. In the day-to-day micro shit. But it's more along the lines of, I'm very self-conscious of, is this thing that I put out actually helping people? Because it's never intended to be self-serving or just like, oh, this guy loves hearing himself talk. But it's like, no, no, he doesn't. He fucking hates it. That's why I sometimes struggle on people's shows when they have me on. So, B, tell us your life story. It's not that fucking... I don't want to do that. Don't ever ask me that question on your show if you have me on. And then now I know if I'm ever on a comedian show, that's the first shit he's going to ask. Yo, B. Which I'll love, because I'll love the fact that I'm being hazed by a comedian. But that's if I ever get good enough to be on a comedian show. Guess we'll see. But anyway, I say all that to say I'm very grateful that you guys got something good out of that. Thank you. You know, like, no bullshit. I'm at a point, and this kind of trips me out, because I've heard, like, people on YouTube that I used to follow who don't do it anymore, but, you know, they go on interviews and stuff and talk about when they were famous. And I by no means think I'm famous or anything like that, but, like, I'm at a point where I'm at a point literally where neighbors are stopping me like, hey, yo, I saw that thing you said last week. Thank you. Like, holy shit. Is it getting to y'all? Like, what? You know, it's crazy. Like old friends from the army. I heard from a friend of a friend of a friend, like an old friend from the army was like, hey, is that B? Like, shit. So I'm very conscious of the time you all have to invest, and I never want to waste it. So that's what I actually give a shit about. I'm not worried about people thinking I'm a bad person, because I probably am.
Target location data obtained.
If I am, so are
Marking on
you.
map.
Alright, where are we going?
You know, I'm still not sure any of this is a good idea.
The more data we have, the better, right?
Fine, I'm gay then. Yeah. That's not an insult to me. If somebody said that to me, I wouldn't be insulted. In fact, I got I've gotten 2 compliments in the last month. The first one that blessed me was a gay guy hitting on me. I'm always flattered when that happens. I don't know why. It's just my default emotion is, wow, man, thanks. Like, I'm actually attractive to somebody. That's cool. Maybe because females don't say it because they think it's rude because I'm married. I don't know what the social rules are, guys. I'm a fucking caveman. But I'm always flattered. So that was one of my favorite comments. And then a lady told me, I made a video a couple days ago. She told me when she watched it, her ovaries exploded, which at first I reacted like, oh no, what did I do to this woman? Like, I knew she was being figurative. Obviously, her ovaries didn't explode. I showed Miko, I was like, hey, this lady said her ovaries exploded. Did I make her mad? She's like, no, you men are so stupid. She's like, the woman's telling you, like, that's the equivalent of, you know, a man getting a hard on. Like, she's excited, like, she's happy. I was like, oh, this is a good comment. She's like, yeah, it's a good comment. I was like, I've never heard of ovaries exploding. Awesome. I didn't know you could do that. Like, I made ovaries explode by just actually knowing the video. It probably had nothing to do with me and had everything to do with my very adorable young man who was doing the video with me.
Alert. Signal code detected for missing plug-in chip. It is likely in the possession of a machine life form.
But anyway, what I was saying was I spent a number of years around some of these folks who are very much into this cancel culture, and you know, words are becoming evil, like, and it kind of sensitized me to just how sensitive these people are, and like the amount of times I'd get corrected for saying things in certain groups where it's just like, guys, I'm on your team. Like, I've never, like, I told her the first time I ever talked to a feminist, and she was explaining it, very rational feminist, like everybody kind of just throws feminism under the bus, where it's like, all right, guys, life is nuanced. Like, can we break off a piece of something that's decent and talk about it? And she was just explaining, you know, what her perspective of feminism was very much just, why are men and women not seen as, you know, equal partners in this adventure of Earth, right? And for me, I agree with that sentiment, but it's like, I see the world that way. Like, I ended up telling her, I said, you know what, I think the reason why I've never been very sensitive to a lot of the issues that feminists have brought up, not that I was against anything or like just, you know, rallying against something somebody said, but I said one of the reasons why I'm probably not very sensitive to what you're talking about, some of the oppressive behaviors and the sexism, all real things, right? I said, but I grew up in a household of fucking murderous women, so this notion of a woman being weaker than a man would never fly in my upbringing. Like, what the fuck are you actually talking about? Women in my life were murderers. Like, successful, ambitious, strong, assertive, punch you in the mouth, say something wrong to me, motherfucker. Like, the ladies in my life were freaking badasses. So they would, like, I could imagine, like, I could tell you stories of shit my mom used to do at her job when people were trying to give her some, like, discriminatory shit. She's like, I'll tear this whole motherfucking building down. Fuck y'all. Matter of fact, I just wrote the shit. You said that. My mom had the whole, like, fucking superintendent of the business coming down to talk to her. Like, that's who I grew up with, was women who don't play that shit. Like, you gonna be sexist to me? Fuck you. And pay me and give me my raise. That was my mom. So the oppressed woman narrative never entered into my sphere because I'd never seen any oppressed women. I was scared of the women in my life. Like, these women will beat your shit down. Are you fucking kidding me? You know what I'm saying? Not gonna happen, dog. You know, it was my mom that came to rescue me when I got caught in a tree and had to carry my ass. That wasn't Pops. That was moms that came to get me. You know, not that, you know, Dad wasn't doing great shit too. But shout out, Ma. Love you. You haven't heard it this week. And if you're watching my stupid ass show, this is what you gave birth to. Yeah, I mean, so I think I'm coming out of a little bit of sensitivity to just the world and some of the people I was around in some of the circles I ran in for a while when I was doing some of my consulting and helping businesses with more social issues versus, you know, like business issues. And it was just like, wow. Now I'm starting to realize, you know, a friend of mine in that time, because I was just lamenting, like, these young folk are getting a bad run in colleges if this is what they're thinking when they come out. And he's like, dude, he's like, my wife and I were talking about this the other day, and he was just like, just remember the shit we're seeing where we live in the political epicenter of Earth. So all the extremists are fucking here. Like this shit isn't going on where I'm from in Tennessee. Or I was like, that's a good point. Like, regular ass people are just being regular ass people. That's why when people start talking about countries being divided and shit, I'm like, no, the people who are divided have always been divided. That has never changed. Humans are crazily tribal, and those of us at the extremes of our ideologies, because we're crazily fucking neurotic and narcissistic and need to work on ourselves, otherwise you wouldn't be in an extremist group. You're also probably a little bit dumb. And it's just like, yo, fix that. But when you have those people in a society, it's what Aristotle, Plato, and frickin' Socrates warned us about, was when your state gets too big, the stupids fucking show up. And you can't run a state with the stupids, because the stupids can never be comfortable. They're so neurotic that they have to control the world and bend it to their little bullshit belief system. Right? That's how you get gender pronouns and people fucking storming Capitol buildings. It's like, guys, what are we doing now? You know? And not that you can't have a name for whatever gender you identify as. Knock yourself the fuck out. Whatever you want to be called is what I'm calling you. That's respect. But trying to make it like if someone doesn't know the word, and if they don't learn this lexicon of vocabulary that a very small group of people, including people in the group the gender pronouns are associated with, may or may not want to use. It's like, stop trying to control behavior and teach people to be courageous and respectful, and this shit will take care of itself. You know? There you go. Be a little smarter and a little less scared. If I can have that impact on the world, we win a little bit.
Requested plug-in chip obtained. Alert. The specifications of this plug-in chip are unusual.
Oh?
This chip is a model used exclusively by Yorha units. There is no reason for a non-Yorha android to possess it.
A Yorha-only chip?
So yeah, man, you dropped a couple knowledge bombs in that particular one that made me feel a hell of a lot better. Hey, shit. I'm very glad when people say that. Because believe me, on TikTok, where lots of people, or I should say, there's a good amount of people listen to the podcast, but a lot more people watch TikTok. I hear everything that's wrong with everything I do, which it doesn't bother me at all. I love the feedback. It's just like, okay, this is actually good feedback to make this better. But like the video that made the lady's ovaries explode, you would think this video must be pretty much good all around. No, somebody has to find something wrong, and all it is posturing. It's okay, this guy said some pretty smart shit. I can piggyback on it and say some smart shit too and get some attention, you know, for myself and blah blah blah. It's like, I get it. Everybody wants to be perceived as valuable, so they want to give their 2 cents. I'm trying to keep my 2 cents. Alright, I have yet to go in here, but I probably So now that I'm here, I think I'm about to lose 9S, which is what I've been working to avoid. I've been steadily just running around with him so he'd stay in my party. Beautiful. Let's see. Ryan says, this is over half your fault, Mom. That's fine. Jenny, what up? May not be a smart man, but I do know what love is. I have to say that to my wife all the time, because she'll say things to me like, no, babe. Salt is actually sodium chloride. Like, really? Damn. I may not be a smart man. She's like, shut up. I'm not trying to say you're dumb. I'm like, but you're talking to me like I am, so I'm just reminding you that I get that I'm stupid sometimes. Like, just watch me play video games. It turns what seems like a young, intelligent man into a babbling whore of breakfast cereals. And that is not a phrase. I just made that shit up off the top. A whore of breakfast cereals. Let me write that shit down. Dagnabbit! Somebody clip this scene. I hope my son's watching this for the TikTok show.
We can't seem to locate the required material.
Maybe we should ask an operator.
Operator 210 here.
Who?
Go ahead.
9S to operator.
Chia.
Quick question. Do you know where we might find a pristine screw?
According to our records, that material can be obtained from the bodies of large bipedal machine life forms.
Thanks, operator. 9S out.
I remember seeing large two-legged machines in the desert.
Let's go.
I also thought I remember this leading to the desert. And I have done this 4 times now. Or this is the 4th time, I think. What's up, Moose? All out, baby. All right, we're gonna recruit some help here. Get some. Kicking ass all night, kicking ass all day. Got that tree sap, G. Oh no, the Mises. Sorry, Mises. Didn't mean to kill you, dog. I was trying to show you some love. I was hoping you'd break out. Warped wire obtained. Proceed to the desert. Welcome, Megatron. Said that I brought. Show yourself. I have summoned you here for a purpose. No one summons Megatron! And it pleases me first. Why should I? What's in it for me? Your bargaining posture is highly used. What? Should give you a new body. New troops to command. And nothing! Belong to me now. I belong to nobody! Very good. Come on, bipedal. Drop that thing I need, boy. Drop it! You ain't dropping. Where's the thing at, dude? There she is. Pristine screw. I love a pristine screw. It's the best kind. When they're pristine, baby. Sorry, I can't do the song singing lady for you today. Because we're on a time budget. Maybe next time. Hello, all. Are the comments way behind? Like, are you guys... Somebody give me a time check. At the moment you hear this, just say time check. God knows your boy have no skills. Schooled by a little girl. Your boy have no skill. Ooh, and to level up, my favorite thing to do. Feels delicious. You suck, you suck, you suck, you suck. Your boy have no skills. You want that ass bust? Here we go. Showtime, ho. Give me all that cash, too. Want every drop of my money, ho. Ain't playing. Right. Oh, interesting. Wait. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Scheisse. There we go. Now we in there. Guess I'm on my way. Mighty glad you stayed. Yes, I'm on my way. No, whore! You are the whore of all Babylon. Babylonian whore. You don't know your place. Must make that jump. Let's try this again. Got some. Oh. Now what, ho? I'm here to talk to you, ho. Listen. Listen! Okay, so this is clearly not what we're supposed to be doing. How do I not remember what to do here, and why won't it let me push the button? Now it will let me push the button. God bless America. Excuse me. Jenny says, I need a secretary. Are they cheap? Siri is free. You could use it, I guess. I mean, the voice is a lady named Susan. But use Siri. Yeah, give it up. Go fetch.
Target location data obtained. Marking on map.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you learn anything from the factory data?
Just how it was manufactured. Pretty boring, actually.
There's still a lot about machines that we don't understand. Gather as much data as you can, no matter how irrelevant it may seem.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming on this journey with me. Let's see what's Jenny talking about before I get up out of here. Jenny says, thank you, Brian. You've been good, Brian? I've been outstanding, my friend. Absolutely outstanding. Where's my seltzer water at? Like I thought it said, I'd say, oh, she's talking to Jenny, not me, so I don't need to read that. All right. Yeah, but I've been great. Anyway, friends, I got to get up out of here. I got kids and a thing and a thing and a thing. So, with that said, we should be back tomorrow for sure. Don't know what time yet. I will get back to you on that. In fact, I need to figure out what time I'm supposed to be speaking on this panel tomorrow. I'm assuming it's going to be fun, but we'll see. Either way, you guys are amazing. Thanks for everything you are. Thanks for everything you do. I love you. Nothing you can do about it. Talk to you soon. Peace.